Danger, danger!
This is it. Don't get scared now.
What is going on, guys and gals, and welcome to Good Real Hunting. We're on for the good reels, so you don't have to. It's your boy Brad. The Brett Man is not here, but we have a very special guest again. Once Chad Sumner here today with us on Good Real Live, and we're stoked. It's been about a month or so, and we're glad to have you back, man. How are you doing today?
Hell yeah, man. Thank you. I'm doing good. I'm doing real good. You?
Oh, not bad, man. It's a pleasure as always, man. Really looking forward to tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
Tonight, we're going to be talking Chucky, man. The new series that came out to Sci-Fi last year. We'll kind of talk about that first season quite a bit. Give us our thoughts on that, kind of what we were looking forward to in the next season that's coming out on the 8th, I think. October the 8th, back on Sci-Fi.
I think so.
Somewhere in there. First
something like that.
Weeks. And yeah, man. So looking forward to talking about it, actually. I finally got around to watching Chucky myself a couple of weeks ago, and it surprised me actually quite a bit. I enjoyed it, and thought it was good. It was better than I thought it was going to be, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
definitely surprising.
Yeah, right. I did not have a lot of expectations for it when they announced it. They announced it about the same time they did the Mark Hamill remake, as Chucky, and I was more excited about the remake. But after watching this first season, man, I think Don Mancini is back on track, and everything feels like it should, man.
Oh, absolutely. The remake is what it is. They could have, made up their own toy or robot, little AI, whatever. They didn't need to make it Chucky or whatever they call Buddy. Fuck. I mean, it was fun. It had fun kills in it, but as a Chucky movie, no. The show I thought was leaps and bounds better than that remake. And of course we got Brad Dourif back as Chucky. So you can't, sorry, Mark Hamill, but you can't beat Brad Dourif as Chucky.
No, iconic, man. And it's great to have him back and still in this role that he's had since, the late 80s. I think it's really cool. Let me say hi to a couple people here tonight so far. Adrian James is in the house. What's up, my friend? How are you? Of course, Bertie Laguerty himself is here. He's on vacay this week, so he didn't make it tonight. But this is our last show before Good Real Hunting kicks off. So we're really just kind of, obviously it's always kind of horror season around here, but we're really going to dive into it. And really looking forward to some of the stuff we have planned. So of course, Bert will be back for that. Gory Tiger's in the house. What's up, my man? And Flamethrower, man. How's it going? Welcome to the party, as always, man. Good to see you, Saucy Tart. So where we were at, man. So basically, get everybody caught up to speed. Obviously, if you guys have not seen the first season of Chucky, we're going to talk some spoilers, here and there. Maybe not every detail or anything like that, but there's going to be some spoilers talked about. Not that it's a huge deal because there's not, it's not rocket science. It's Chucky after all. But just to be warned of that if you haven't seen it. First off, I guess, so where this came from was, obviously we had the original run of movies. They kind of got a little silly with Seed of Chucky. And then Don Mancini comes back with Curse of Chucky and Cult of Chucky, kind of out of nowhere, straight to streaming kind of deal, or straight to DVD/streaming. And those movies kind of brought things back in the right territory. And then, some people didn't like Cult. I, for one, thought it was pretty good still. But then this kind of follows that up. So I guess first thoughts, man. What do you think about that Curse and Cult that kind of set this series up?
I like it. Like you said, it kind of went back to the darker tone that it had early on, in the first couple movies. That, obviously it became kind of like Nightmare on Elm Street, where he became a walking joke, kind of like Freddy. But anyway. I finally got around to watching Curse and Cult. I think late last year, something like that. Did an episode for Creeping It Real, and I remember watching them, and I was like, "Wow, these are actually surprisingly really good." And I think Mancini directed those too, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Both of them?
So.
Yeah. Okay. And I was like, wow, good for him. He fucking he went back to the basics, I guess, of that franchise and went back to the dark, you know, uh nature and element of that first film, which is, was basically voodoo, like a voodoo curse type. And that's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
And so those films just, expanded on it. Obviously Colt, he can fucking multiply and shit. And as we saw, he takes over Nika at the end, which translates to the show. I mean, I think it makes sense because of the voodoo curse. Yeah. It could, I guess you can, expand upon it or whatever. So, I don't have a problem with it because they established that in, the first movie. So I thought it fit right in,
Yeah, I think it's cool. It's definitely adding something new to the kind of mythology, I guess, of Chucky. It's not something that was really ever that serious. I thought, the first movie obviously was, it was definitely the darkest and most, taking itself the most serious, and it had some scary moments in it. But ever since then, it's really kind of been more of a fun ride. And I think for that, it does well with it, man. I think that's a good addition. It does kind of distract for me, just kind of I don't know, when there's so many of them running around, it's like, which one's the real Chucky, And I guess they're all kind of technically part of the real Chucky, but it kind of feels weird.
Yeah, that's my only complaint. Because I think there was even parts in the show where the different version or the different, copies were talking to each other, and like some had like different memories than others. I think I remember one of them say, "Oh yeah, I don't remember that." It's like, what? Wait, what? Okay, so all right, but yeah, that's a good point because that's probably my only complaint about those and the show. So
I think so too, but at the same time, again, I mean, what are you going to do at this point? You got to do something to be different and add to it. And I think it's an interesting idea, and what they've done with it so far, outside of that little thing in the back of my mind, has been good. I think, it's been interesting. You get a lot of new dolls. You get bald ones. You get ones with like, shorter haircuts and Fiona Dourif is now possessed by Chucky too. So that's kind of cool to bring him.
She did a really good job.
She did in the show.
Awesome job. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Movies too, but like in the show, she the way she like snapped back and forth. Oh my God. That was
you could definitely tell. Yeah. Like you could tell that it was freaking the freaking offspring of Chucky himself. I mean, it was like the way that she nailed that laugh was fantastic, man.
Yeah. Creepy, but fucking just, I don't know. It just pulled you in.
Yeah. I was a fan.
It was gripping. Fuck.
And I'm interested to see what they do with her in the next season, and stuff going forward. Because I know.
Oh yeah.
I just watched the trailer. We'll get into that in a minute, but I guess Curse kind of brings us back to more serious tone somewhat, and then Colt kind of ups it up a little bit, kind of gets a little bit goofy again, but not over the top. And now the series comes out, and I think the series, one thing it did really well was balance that fun kind of tone with campiness and whatnot, but still also kind of making it to where it's not over the top. You know what I mean? Like it was campy, especially like in some of the performances and stuff, and some of the dialogue and things like that. But it worked for this,
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, it's based around teenagers, and there was a time I could relate, and now I'm like, fuck. God damn, I'm 33 years old. Holy shit, I'm the old guy now. Now these fuckers are annoying. God damn it. But so I gotta, I gotta give it slack for that. So I get past a lot of that stuff now. I realize I'm the old guy now, or the older guy now. So yeah, you gotta change with the times, and I thought I thought they did a great job, and with what they were able to get away with for it being on sci-fi, a TV on a fucking television channel.
Yeah.
I thought they did a great job, and yeah, like you said, they did a great job splitting it. The creepiness, the creepy, serious tone, dark tone with that Chucky charm.
Yeah, I think they nailed it. Right in the middle, man.
Yeah.
Flamethrowers here again. He said, "With how much Fiona looks like Brad, Nika should have actually been Chucky's actual daughter. Did she play the younger version of Charles Lee Ray with the prosthetics and stuff, or is that just me? I feel like I heard that at some point. I couldn't tell, obviously, with the way they used them in the prequels, but
I don't know.
Maybe somebody.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Let me actually go back and look and see what we can find out here. I feel like I heard that at some point, but I never actually went back and looked at it. Yeah, she did.
Really?
Yeah. So the younger version. Thank you, appreciate it, guys. Brad, Brett, man, and Kyle. What's up, man? So yeah,
wow.
That was kind of cool. She pulled it off, man.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, she's watched her dad, since she was a kid. So that was probably a lot of fun. I bet they worked together on that, getting his mannerisms down and what he would do as Charles Lee Ray. I would love to see that in like a fucking behind the scenes documentary or something.
That would be
be awesome.
And it's cool because, so if you guys haven't seen the show there's a lot of moments in it. It's just flashbacks to earlier, back when Charles Lee Ray was actually alive in human form. And going back prior to when he was, shot up, in Detroit. And so, yeah, Fiona Dorff plays younger version. And, she's got, hair like they got they make her look like Charles Lee Ray did in the movie. And then Brad Dourif does the voice for it still. But yeah, that stuff was actually pretty interesting, though. That storyline that they did, just going all the way back, younger version of Tiffany as well. And just seeing them kind of wreak havoc earlier in their prime. So it really goes all the way back to the origin of Charles Lee, how he became started as a killer.
Yeah. I've heard some people complain about that they didn't want to see the backstory or whatever. I thought it was fine. I'm not for Michael's backstory and Rob Zombie's movies, but I felt like this one worked in a way that made sense. But yeah, I didn't mind it. I thought it worked, and yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. Again, it's a full avenue. We're what, 8 movies deep in this franchise? I don't even know. I didn't count
something like that
in my head. But we're like, and they've kept the same continuity aside from the remake. They've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, and I guess the series would be 8.
Like, yeah.
Aside from the remake, they've kept the same continuity throughout, which is something no franchise has done. It's very, impressive actually when you go to think. They've changed tonally quite a bit a few times, but they've kept the same. Somehow they keep coming back to the same continuity. I never think it's possible. He's been chopped up in fans and blown away more times than you can count, but it keeps coming back. But yeah, anyway, that being said, we've had 7 movies now, and we've never even touched Charles Lee Ray, for the most part, as what he did before he became the doll, aside from a couple little snippets here and there. So it's an interesting avenue to explore, I think. And I think for this character of Chucky, it works. We already knew about him. We already knew that he was a serial killer before. So this is just kind of building upon that, I think.
Oh, for sure.
Brettman says, I thought it was time at this stage of the franchise to give the backstory of Chuck. Yeah, exactly. At this point, why not?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Some like I agree. Like we say, some of them do need a backstory, some of them don't. But Chucky definitely, after 7 movies of pretty much the same thing over and over again, him trying to get back into a human body to break this curse or whatever. It's the same thing. So we needed to see something different, or else really the show really wouldn't be all that interesting. It'd be pretty much the same thing, him just trying to
It
get
is.
back into a human body. So this adds. One sec.
I think that's a good point, though. I think that's really at this point, why not? You know, we're going forward in the franchise at the same time. We're still moving forward with the Chucky stuff. We're building onto his mystique. We're creating, you know,
Sorry about
multiple Chucky dolls. Now you're totally fine. It happens to me literally all the time. So don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, just go on. I was just kind of filling the space there. But go ahead with what you're saying.
Shit. Where was I? I lost my train of thought.
That too always happens to me.
Yeah, we'll circle back because I lost my train of thought. Damn.
Yeah, so we were talking about you know, exploring the backstory of Charles Lee Ray prior to that, and you were saying that it's cool. Yeah, so and I think it wasn't needed per se, in short,
Right.
but I'll take
Right.
it. At this point, it's an avenue to explore that we haven't touched yet, and there's a lot of material that you could do there.
Exactly. And I mean, yeah, a lot of material they can do. And if that was her, yeah, have Fiona play him, the young version, just wearing the prosthetics. I thought that was great. Explore some more, you know, shit of her of him and Tiffany. Tiffany's just a straight up fucking psycho. Holy shit. Fuck.
It was fun to see them together, dude.
Oh yeah, it was.
It reminded me of American Horror Story Hotel when freaking Lady Gaga and Matt Beaumar would just bring people back and just freaking sleep with them and then just freaking slay them there in the bed with the knives and just bathe in their blood and stuff. Like that's the kind of vibes that they were putting off. Yeah,
pretty much. Like that couple from Bride.
Yeah, right. Yeah, same thing. And it's cool. It's interesting because I thought after Seed they would, like, if they were ever going to do anything with this franchise again, they weren't going to bring Tiffany back. And you know, it didn't look like they were with Curse, and then obviously at the Cult, you know, she did come back into it. Mm-hmm. And I think what they're doing with that too is good. It's solid. It's building up. It's way better than what they did with Seed at this point. You know, they're building on to their relationship, both, you know, current relationship and then going back in the past. And I would absolutely be down to see them wreak some more havoc, younger, you know, the younger versions. Though I don't know exactly who, like, I don't know who sees this Charles Lee Ray fella and says, yeah, you know what? Let's go hang out. SOP, man.
Yeah, he is, with his intense eyes and his stare and shit. Yeah, he's pretty intense. But yeah, I agree. I want to see more of them, younger, raising some hell. And you know, as far out and batshit crazy Seed was, I kind of want to see Glenn and Glenda just to get some closure. Just, you know, because like we said, this has been probably the most consistent franchise, and if it is, give us some closure on them. I mean, yeah, it was a creepy ass character. Either way you look at it, Glenn or Glenda, it was just like, holy shit. And I would like to see, I would like to see where they're at now and what the fuck each one has become. So, you know, I'm kind of looking forward to that. Hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's see. Flamethrower said Michael doesn't need the backstory because he is emotionless, whereas Chucky is always guided by his emotions. Exactly. He's a full personality, like Freddy. You know.
Yeah.
He's a total full personality, man. Mental X here, man. What's up?
Yo.
What was I about to say next though? So yeah, I think I like seeing all that stuff. That was kind of fun. I enjoyed that. The main story of the first season, really, it was actually, I found it to be very similar to the remake. You kind of get this outcast kid, winds up with a doll, you know, same story, different day, the kind of deal. And they kind of flesh upon that a little bit more here. I really like the first few episodes of the series because it really did remind me of the first movie when, you know, Andy's got the doll and weird stuff's just going on, but it hasn't really blown open yet. We don't know exactly what, I mean, we do as the audience know, but the people around Mr. Wheeler. What's his first? Jake. Yeah, Jake.
Jake.
They don't know what to expect. They don't know what's going on. Just people like freaking your housekeeper's dying, like everybody's freaking dying. Your dad's dying, like everybody's just freaking dying. It's like, you know,
geez. Yeah.
So I like those first couple episodes.
Oh yeah. There were a few that kind of felt like they were dragging a little bit, but then it picked up and finished pretty strong. So I'm hoping the next season just stays strong throughout. I really hope they caught momentum and they just ride it all through next season. Because I'm anticipating some crazy shit, especially since there was some crazy shit in the first one, but like now it's pretty fucking blown open, you know, especially when he was in the fucking theater. God damn it. Oh man, that was great. But I started busting up immediately, like, holy shit. And just fuck. So it's pretty, there was a lot of, you know, casualties. So I expect a lot more in this next one. I expect them to go fucking full bore.
Yes, because there's so many Chuckies now, dude. Every Chucky can wreak that amount of havoc. And so, yeah, the season really plays out with Jake. You know, he moves into his uncle's house because his dad was murdered by Chucky. Kind of the same kind of deal as Chucky 2 almost. He's into new environment now. Chucky comes with. There's relationship issues. He meets a couple people. He gets a boyfriend. For what was his name? Devin. And then meets the girl Lexi, which is the bully at first. And they kind of grow to you know, be friends and whatnot.
I am so fucking pissed that they made us care about her in the end. I'm like, that fucking little bitch. Oh my God. After all that shit, doing that fucking thing about the dad. Oh my God. I wanted her to die so many times. I'm like, God, fucking kill her. Oh, and yeah. And then by the end of the season, it's like, oh fuck, we care about her. God damn it.
Right. Yeah. She actually was a very, like Brett actually just asked it. Best new character. Mine was Lexi. A great character arc from beginning to end. Season 2 looks like another great arc for Lexi. Yeah, exactly.
She was the Steve of this series.
Yeah, 100%. She was the best part about the series. Jake, I thought was all right. Like he was fine, but this, she was the best part. And yeah, like you said, it's really the arc, man, that really does it, because she was brutal at the beginning. Like she was worse than the girl from Stranger Things. I would say, like the one that's bullying the living around that gets clocked in the face with the ice skate or the radio skate.
Yeah.
So she was worse. Like you really were hating her. I was really ready for Chucky to kill her ass. Like I was really looking forward to that. There's at one point where she was hanging off the edge, which I don't think she would have died per se, but Chucky was waiting for her. Yeah. And Chucky's like, oh, she's just going to grow up to be another Karen. We don't need that. And I was like, again, coming in with the one-liners, fantastic.
Yeah.
So at that point, though, I was ready for her to just let go. I was, man. I was ready.
Yeah.
But then, man, unbeknownst to me, a couple freaking episodes later, she's the favorite, you know, of the whole series, the whole series so far.
Pretty much. Yeah, with her home life and
Oh yeah, and they did a lot of things in the home life to make her, you know, care for her and make things interesting. And her relationship with her sister was really good. And I'll tell you what else. I think the actress, let's see, Olivia Lind. I think she was the best of the child actors in the series. Maybe the best actor overall. Because Devin Sawa was not, you know, he is what he is, but.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that. I thought her, because Jake pretty much stayed pretty even throughout the whole series. Like his art, you know, I mean, he lost his dad, he lost his whole family by the end of it, but you know, he really didn't start, you know, kind of progressing until the very end. I think it was in the theater, right, where he had that pretty badass kill, the pretty brutal kill of one of the dolls. Or something. So like, it's like, okay, like it was a little late, but okay, I'll you know, I get it. Whatever. I'll better late than never. So I think we're gonna see much more of Jake's progress, I guess, for lack of a better word, in the second season. But yeah, she was definitely in the first season. She was definitely the one that really, her arc came pretty much full circle.
Yeah.
She was a bitch, and then we find out more about why she's possibly such a bitch, which, okay, I get that, but you know, it was really well done, and she did a great job. I think they all did a great job, but like you said, she had the better arc of arguably fucking what's his name? The cousin. That was his name.
His name was Junior, right? I don't know.
Junior.
His yeah, Junior Wheeler. Yeah, good name.
Was it? Oh yeah, it was just Junior. Okay. All right, yeah, Junior. He had kind of an interesting arc because he, you know, what he ended up doing, but like I said, the other two were pretty much on an even keel through the whole series. But yeah, of the main cast, she definitely had the best arc.
Yeah, I think so. And Junior went off the rails, dude. Towards the end.
Jesus. Yeah, he took Lexi hate.
Yeah,
he took over
jealous.
on it.
Yeah. He got the freaking teenage jealousy, man. He got it real bad there towards the end because Lexi was spending more time with Jake than with him.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, he just freaking started really leaning into this Chucky, man. Chucky's talking all kinds of mad stuff to him, and he's like, you know what? I do want to kill my dad now. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, it builds up to that though. I guess the relationship with the father was yeah, he was really pushy and stuff with his sports and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Overall, this is probably the worst group of parents in any series that I've seen. Overall, like, if you just take the round average of all the parents, it's like there's not a lot of good parenting going on here.
Dumb as fuck. Yeah. They're all like the dad from fucking Stranger Things, Mr. Wheeler.
Yeah. That's spot on.
Oh, man. Is that why they're called Wheelers too? Are these like their distant cousins or some shit? They're all just kind of like that. Holy shit! Dude, we just put that together. Chucky's in the Stranger Things verse. Holy shit!
Cousins, dude. Yeah, that's spot on. They're really clueless as to anything going on with it. Like these kids are 14 and they're freaking getting hammered on the week. Actually, every day of the week. Yeah. They're freaking throwing these parties and stuff. Like, I don't know. The one kid has this massive Halloween party every year, which that was fun too, by the way, when Chucky was wearing the Hello Kitty and freaking razored up. So,
that's fucked up.
Gave the lady a razor apple. I'm looking for a party.
God damn.
Blood and Bruises in the house. What's going on? And Chris Snyder is here, man. What's up, my friend?
Yo.
Always good to see you. Always a pleasure, man. And Brett said, did you know Lexi and her mom are actually mother and daughter in real life? I did not. That's cool knowledge.
I did hear that. Yeah, I did hear that. That's cool. That is pretty cool because they definitely had great chemistry.
Yeah,
that's why they're actually mom and daughter.
Yeah, right.
Fuck.
So yeah, they had a troubled relationship. The mayor was all like, speaking of parents, I hate the damn mayor. That's what. Yep. How she survived this long is beyond me. She's got to go and got to go soon. Same. Freaking dad got though.
Yeah. And the dad was the doctor, right? From Colt.
Ah, yeah. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, he just didn't have the beard or the stubble, whatever.
Cool.
Yeah.
I did not.
That's funny. They brought him back. Same universe.
Yeah. That is cool. I haven't seen Colt since it came out, so I totally even forgot he was in that. I did not know this either, Brett, man. Devin Sawa played Junior's dad and Jake's dad. How did I miss that? I knew he was Junior's dad, but man, I missed that. Let's see. Flamethrower said, I still don't see why the science teacher got arrested. I don't either. There was definitely no probable cause there, so to speak, whatsoever, but they made an accusation, Clue style, and they went for it.
Yeah. It's coming Chris back. What?
Yeah, Devin. I saw him in the trailer. Did you see the trailer for the new season?
Yeah, but I only watched it like once.
I just watched it before we got on because
Oh,
I
okay.
hadn't seen it yet.
Oh,
I was surprised to see him in there, but whatever,
Hmm.
man. He was in.
Was he like another
He
uncle?
was in. I don't think so. He was like
Your triplets?
someone who
What the
worked.
fuck?
Yeah, he's another Wheeler, man. So yeah, man. Theater Massacre. You mentioned it. That was great. That was a great moment. That was a highlight. When Chucky's literally running under all these seats, people are sitting in and just stabbing him from the bottom, and he's just crawling. And just seeing him crawling around down there was a highlight. I thought Chucky was on his A game in that first season, man.
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure. He was a smart ass. He was creepy. He was fucking intimidating. He was scary. He was all the above. So, and I mean, Brad Dourif coming back. Like I said, no offense to Mark Hamill, but you just can't beat Brad Dourif as Chucky. He is Chucky. Dude. Yeah. He just does it so well, and he just embodies everything that character is, and he knocks it out of the fucking park.
And he still has it after all these years of playing the character and, being older.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter. Like, he still has it. He still has it 100%, can still bring full life to this character. And it's so cool to see that he's still bringing that much to the role. Even at this point, it's, it's on Sci-Fi now. It's gone a long way over the years. And honestly, I think arguably now that it's a series, it's probably in better hands than it was, going straight to streaming. But
yeah,
just because it's a little bit more, I don't know. I don't know. People seem to really like that first season. It had good ratings. It had good reviews. I think everything about it was really,
for sure,
really well done.
Oh, for sure.
This was Flamethrower says is Devin playing the actor from The Fanatic that loves Limp Bizkit. I was about to say that. He was in there with John Travolta. Hey man, you want to listen to a little Limp Bizkit?
Oh boy, I'm hesitant to watch that film.
I won't. I started it one night. The first line was "Can't tuck, gotta poop" by John Travolta, and as he's going to the bathroom, and I was like, I'm done. I can't even make it. I love John Travolta, man, and I was hoping that was going to be his comeback. But it was not.
Oh man, I love John Travolta too, and that fuck.
I thought he was going to come back
disappointing
territory with that role, man.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be Killing Season a couple years back. That's how naive I was. I was like, oh, fuck, he's doing a movie opposite Robert De Niro? Oh, he's got to come back now. He's just got to. And then, nope. It's like, fuck, okay, cool.
Yeah, man, I'm still waiting on it, but I don't know. We'll see.
Come on, Quentin, give him another role.
Seriously, man, let's do the comeback one more time. Travolta's Last Stand.
Yeah, right? Shit. Let's do the Vega Brothers movie. They didn't die. They're just
love that
alternate universe. Fuck.
Yes.
God, missed opportunities, man.
Still waiting on it, man. Chris Snyder comes in. Surprised at how much he liked the first season, as were we, man, until the finale. Yeah. Didn't like the finale. I don't like what they did in the finale or the direction they seem to be going, but the show surprised me so far or before, so we'll see. So speaking of which, what do you think about the finale? Obviously, Theater Massacre. Jake turns into kind of a badass at this point. Lexi's a badass now. Devin's back. He's not going to move after all. They're going to kind of go together and do all this stuff. And then obviously Andy comes in.
Did his mom get killed? Or she lived? Or she did get killed, right?
Yeah, she got all freaking twisted up. She's broken up there, bitch. She's no longer working. Yeah.
Oh, that's 100%.
Right. She got chucked down the stairs, Exorcist style, head spun all the way around. Didn't see that coming though. That was a surprising kill for me. That was one I did not see coming.
Yeah.
But back to the question. The finale ends. It comes out. Andy and Kyle come into the finale. Kyle gets murked. She gets blown away from explosions in the house.
I don't think so.
Andy, you think she's coming back? It's possible. They didn't show up on it.
Oh yeah.
But in the trailer for 2, they did say that she died. but that could have been Andy pulling somebody's leg. We don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, Andy hijacks this truck full of Chuckies. He's like, let's go freaking throw him in, sink him in the ocean. Well, I don't know what his goal was exactly per se, but then freaking Tiffany shows up, the doll, with the gun, and she hijacks the hijacked van back. And it kind of leaves off on that note. A bunch of Chuckies out there. Again, kind of almost really kind of a similar ending to Colt. Like Chuckies are going out into the ether now, but now it's confirmed like there's a whole army of them. What do you think
multiple fucking Tiffany's, right?
Yes, because
did she come face to face with her doll?
I
Right?
think so, yeah. Or the human version's still going on. Well, I guess I don't know that. I don't even know what even happened there.
I thought they
going
met
back
up.
to Seed.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay. I don't really remember. It's been a while.
She takes over the van, and then they go off, man. They're gonna go tear some shit up.
Yeah, fuck. I mean, I just expect fucking, double everything, double the chaos, double the kills, double the fucking smart ass humor. I think Kyle is alive. Thanks, Brett. I think that's kind of a lame death for such a beloved alumni character. Even though she only had one film before this, but she got brought back because she fucking, fan favorite film. Yeah. Oh yeah. So to go out like that with a fucking house explosion, you don't really get to see anything, was kind of weak. So she's definitely coming back. And I hope she's pissed off. Her and Andy, I hope they're both pissed off. So.
Oh yeah. And Chris makes a good point too, kind of spot on with that. That we're meant to think that she's dead, and Andy believes that she's dead, but she's not, because they did in fact bring her back. And I think that's the most important thing is, why would you bring her back just to blow her away 10 minutes later? She made a short cameo at the end of Colt, but barely did anything in this movie, or in this series, until the end. So yeah, I think
she got ditched early on.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, the ending, Chris, I didn't mind it. I thought it was pretty good. I think it did a lot of good things to kind of seal off the first season while setting things up for the next season and giving you something to think about, and really giving this series somewhere to go and grow to. Mm-hmm. I liked all the different Chuckies they kind of threw at us at the end, minus the complaint we were talking about earlier. It was kind of fun to see them all kind of running around, like, doing crazy stuff, man. Like, it's just it's so like they're all over the place. And for a show called Chucky, you can't have too much Chucky.
Yeah, exactly. And with it being a show, they have a lot of room to like really branch out some of these things if they really want to. Certain subplots and the main plot, whatever, I'm pretty sure the main plot's going to pretty much stay the same. It's just all the little subplots they're going to fucking throw in there, as the series progresses. But they have a lot of, like I said, they have a lot of room to really grow. They have a lot of room to explore, like more of his backstory of what he did, more of the dastardly things that he did. They can branch out, and obviously the Kyle thing. Is she dead? Is she alive? If she's alive, is she recuperating somewhere? Is she in the hospital? Is she okay? Did she make it out untouched completely? And then obviously the stuff with Jake and that. How do they get over pretty much losing everybody in season 1? Lexi didn't lose her mom, right? She only lost her dad.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, the mayor's still out there. The mayor still is very much alive.
Okay. Yeah, the mayor was fucking annoying. Okay, so she's still there, but everyone else is gone. Jake, Jake's family's all gone. Devin's mom's gone. So that's going to be interesting to see where they go with that and how they the dynamic, you know, how they all keep it together. Cause I think they're all going to break down at numerous points of the season. And I think Chucky's really going to fucking exploit that. And I mean, he wouldn't be Chucky if he didn't, right?
Yep.
So I expect some crazy shit, especially between the three of them. I hate to say it because she did redeem herself, but I do think Lexi is probably the weakest. Although I do think they might have Devin sort of briefly take that junior role where he's like flirting with crossing over to the dark side with Chucky. You know, I don't think he fully will because he'll redeem himself, but I do expect something like that. Like I said, I think it's going to be either him or Lexi, but I'm leaning towards Devin. And that could be interesting depending on what they do, because he could be pissed off and feel alienated because he doesn't have his mom, even though Jake will try to relate to him because he's basically in the same boat as he is. He's going to, you know, they still might not see eye to eye or whatever. So I can see that possibly being a thing.
Yeah.
Lexi, like I said, I think just because she was such a bitch in the beginning, I think she's always going to have that like bitch factor where she like, you know, if she's pushed too far, which I would like to see Chucky push her real far and her just snap on him and just fucking go off. I think that's coming, but I think she's, you know, it's like I said, it's going to be one of those two, but I'm leaning towards Devin.
That makes sense. I could see it go in that direction. So in the trailer, I mean, obviously, there's the three of them are still together. They're all in trouble now because of the events that transpired in the first season. Nobody's believing that killer dolls were out there and like doing all this shit. So they all kind of get arrested, I guess, or whatever, and they get sent off to like this, you know, church freaking rehabilitation center or whatever it is. I don't know. It's like, I don't know, a Catholic kind of rehab thing or whatever. They're sending them through the religion cycle instead of back to jail, since they're all kids. And so they're all kind of leaning onto each other. You can see in the trailer they're all incredibly emotionally vulnerable at this point because of everything that transpired in the first season. So I think that is a great place to put Chucky, man, because that's really, like you were saying, that's really where he can be at his best, is when he's freaking pulling at people that are really vulnerable and you know, trying to play on their weaknesses and things like that, and pick apart, you know, each person one at a time. I think there's some really good things that could happen with that.
Yeah, I mean, and that sounds pretty similar to Child's Play 3. You know, military school, religious, what's the word? Camp, I guess. Religious camp.
Yeah.
I don't know. Pray away. I don't know.
Also in the trailer he said, "Hi, I'm Chucky. Want to pray?" And I was like, the freaking the one-liners are gonna be great throughout. It's gonna be
great. Yeah, it's gonna be offensive, but it's gonna be fucking hilarious. Yeah, and that's just how it is. That's how Chucky is.
That's exactly how Chucky is, and I think he's really gonna excel in this environment.
Yeah.
Brett said Chris is moving up the list pretty fucking quick. He said that about Lexi, right? In the first season.
Yeah.
And Chris did say Don Mancini knows what the fans like and want. He does pay attention to that stuff. He knows Child's Play 2 is a fan favorite, and that's why they went back to similar look for the doll and bringing back Kyle, and a lot of things similar about it. You got foster parents to an extent. You're right. I think you're spot on. He's very familiar with this franchise, and he gets a lot of crap, but honestly, like everything he's done since Seed of Chucky has been good, in my opinion.
Yeah. I think he even directed Seed, right?
Yeah. Seed is, I think so. Yeah. So like everything since then has been back on track, though, you know?
Oh, yeah. I like Don. And he gave his blessing to Charles, actually, the Charles fan film, which is cool.
That is cool.
But yeah, I mean, you know, what better person to really do this except, you know, the creator, you know, the writer, the guy who fucking created Chucky. So, you know.
Right. And that again has not been done with any franchise. No franchise has had the same creator come back time and time again. I think the closest Halloween's got is what they're doing right now with this current trilogy. Like that's the longest run of movies they've had with the same
John's doing
creators.
music.
Yeah, and
Fuck.
I don't think Friday. I think what Steve Miner did. He did a couple of them, right? Yeah,
2 and 3.
Two.
And then everyone else was a mercenary, a one and done. Phantasm, I believe, is all Don. I can't say it. Coscarelli. I think it's all Don Coscarelli for that.
I did not.
So I think Phantasm's the only other one. I think, and those are fun. Those are B fucking B as hell movies, but
that's like a C franchise though. You know, like I think like you have the main few, and then like Chucky would be like a B franchise if you're talking about horror franchise.
Chucky. Oh yeah, Chucky's a damn near A.
Chucky actually.
Arguably, right. He's an A. I mean,
not in the top 3, not in the big 3, but he's still in that same tier. That's a good point.
Yeah,
I think the franchise has done better than any of them. Maybe Saul, sorry, Chris, would be like a B franchise. I don't know. That one's been pretty consistent too.
That was pretty consistent, but right now I think that's a B. But yeah, Phantasm is more of a C. It's like it's really weird because it's kind of like down there with Leprechaun and like what Hellraiser became.
Yeah,
so it's like, I don't know. It's worth the watch one time through, and that's
I will
cool to chill in your collection.
A B. Yeah, man. I mean, I was thinking like the big 3 would be the A, and then like B would be Texas Chainsaw, Scream, Chucky, and all that stuff and whatnot. But honestly, you could probably put all those in an A tier.
I mean, arguably, depending on who you ask, yeah. I mean, obviously, the big 3 are Freddy, Jason, Michael. Big 4, arguably Leatherface.
But I would take Chucky over Leatherface.
Yeah, see, there's some that would do that. So, it just depends on who you ask, I guess.
I think he's a freaking classic, man.
So in that regard, they might be B players. Everyone other than those top 3 are all B players, and I'm fine with that. There's nothing wrong with being like the B on the B team.
No, I think that's totally fine. Because I mean, I don't know. There's just something about those 3 that I feel like elevate beyond pretty much everything else. But there's definitely a case to be made for these because Chucky, like we said,
yeah, oh yeah, he's a good alternate. He could be a good alternate depending on who you ask. I will say this: Jeepers Creepers, the Creeper, he went from a B to a fucking D with Reborn. Oh my God. You guys ruined him. Yes, I understand all the bullshit with the director. He's a piece of shit. I'm not saying anything other than that. And I wish we can start like a petition to get those films released under that name where like directors who wouldn't want their names attached to a certain film, and they'd put the name Alan, I think it's Alan Smithy or something like that. That's like just the name that the whole industry puts when a director is like, you know what, fuck that movie. I don't want anything to do with it. He drops out or whatever. So that's what I want. Don't release him with that fucking name on it. Just replace his name with the Alan Smithy and let's be done with it. Because the Creeper, the first 2 Jeepers Creepers films were enough. We didn't need a third one. We didn't need a fourth one or the fucking reboot because it is holy fuck. I mean, holy fuck. it had like a budget of $5 million, and that's what you gave us. The green screen, the effects, the way the fucking creeper looked, like, oh my god. So you had 5 million and you spent all that. Dude. Yeah, and you spent all that on D. Wallace for fucking not even 10 minutes of screen time.
That's
Great
shame,
job,
man.
Oh,
that's a shame. Because the first movie is, the director aside, I think it's one of my favorite horror movies.
Oh yeah,
since 2000 for sure. It's such a great, there's a lot of suspense in it. The creeper itself is creepy as a mofo. The second one's fine. 3 was trash. Like, it was one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
And I really had high hopes with this one. They ditched the director, and they're gonna bring in a new life for the franchise. I really had high hopes they were going to kind of get back to it. But man, I've heard nothing but what you've said. And
man,
I don't know if I'll ever see it.
Oh boy. Yeah, I had high hopes. I was like, you know what? Okay. I saw some of the looks, the pictures of what he looked like on the internet. I was like, okay, well, if it's a decent movie, I can get past that. Nope. Shit movie. Holy fuck. I can't. I mean, I've seen fucking fan films with way less fucking budgets do way better than this. Like, this is bad. And I sat in a theater and watched this. I was like, oh my god. Anyway, we're not talking about.
Do you think you could make a better Jeepers Creepers fan film than what you saw that day?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Oh yeah. Oh,
you think
dude,
you could make a better looking creeper than?
Oh my god. Oh my god, yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No doubt. No doubt. And I would yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I think there's potential,
God.
man.
So
it's just
awful.
Some of these things, it's like people, like, they get the movie, they get an opportunity to make a movie, and they don't see what they have. They don't see the opportunity they have to really do something. Like, you get this, and it's like, dude, you got a chance to really reboot a really cool franchise, a really cool idea of a franchise, at least, that never really completely got off the ground as a franchise to begin with, and do something new, and you just do that. Whatever happened, doesn't sound like am going to like it either. But
I don't know what happened, to be honest. I don't know. I'm just like blown away that they released it. Wow. Yeah, I'm blown away.
It sounds like you would have just freaking thrown it in the trash and caught it on fire, freaking Sinister
Oh my
style.
god. Oh my
and
god.
gotten out of there.
Oh, dude, it's awful. Holy shit.
So back to Chucky, Chris Snyder.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel with Glenda returning? You think Don Mancini will make the same mistakes, or do you think he'd listen to everyone's complaints and bring them back to redeem them? Chad was just talking about this earlier, man. What do you think?
I think they're gonna be, like I said, I think we're gonna see what they've been doing, and I mean, time will tell, Chris. I mean, we're gonna see what they've been up to, since we've last seen them in Seed, and that's gonna be the deciding factor. Which direction did Glenda take, and which direction did Glenn take? Which one was the psycho of those two? Wasn't Glenda the psycho?
I'll be honest with you. I saw Seed of Chucky one time, and I've never gone back to revisit it. And I do not remember. The only thing I remember is Britney Spears blew up.
Fair enough.
Or some version of Britney Spears did anyway. And that's all. That's all I remember.
Fair enough. I want to say at the end we got the vibes that Glenda was more of the psychopath, and Glenn was more the timid one.
I think that's right.
I
do remember that dynamic, at least.
I want to say for sure, but I can't remember. But I think that's gonna be maybe something they play on. Like, maybe we'll see like them going through, because they were like, what, 8 during the last time we saw them. So we'll probably see them like, when they're 15, 20, I don't know, to whatever they are now. So we'll probably see little things, and we'll probably get like, oh, It's still the same. She's the psycho, he's the timid one, but we might get a twist in there or something, which I'm anticipating. Because the quiet ones you got to look out for. So they might throw us a curveball, they might not, but we'll see.
I'm looking forward to it. I honestly might need to watch Seed before this comes out because I don't remember I totally forgot I guess they became humans. At the same point, I can't remember exactly what happened there.
That's what we were led to assume.
Yeah. So I forgot about that until I saw the trailer, to be honest with you, because I just have not wanted to go back. I erased that movie from my mind, and I just don't know about it. But I am interested though in it. I think it could, it could really kind of build on to that fun, part of the series that we were talking about earlier. I think they could do some good things with them, and really looking forward to it. So I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, for sure. There's just another little subplot they can take and really have a lot of fun, and just like we said, just explore different avenues with it. They can really have a lot of fun with those two if they do it right. And I think Mancini. We say that, but I mean it's Mancini. He, like I said, he created Chucky, so why would we think that he wouldn't do it right? So whatever he does, I'm sure will be, it's like,
bad rep, man. But he's really had one movie out of everything, and it's like that really sucks, and everything else has been at the very least entertaining.
Right. I don't understand the hate he gets.
Yeah, I don't either, man. Going back to the Creeper, Chris said the Creeper is like Pinhead. The icon is better than the movies. The first movie I think is freaking badass, man.
Yeah.
I did want to say
the first two are good. The second one is not as scary or creepy, but it's fun. But yeah, everything after that is just complete dog shit. It's safe to say that I don't think this is going to be a new trilogy. It's dead in the water. R.I.P. Creeper.
From the sounds of it, maybe another 10 years we could do something again. Lamontre, what is up, my man? How's it going? Let's see.
Yeah, man. I'll try. I'll see what I can do.
Lamontre wants to get an autograph from my special boy, man. Big fan.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do, man.
Awesome. That would be cool. And Gory does not want to kill off Andy, and I agree, man. I think it's so cool to have the original actor of Andy back, just doing this. Still.
Yeah. I don't think they'll kill him off. He'll be the, the hero that goes through the most shit, I think. And we're like, oh, did he die? No, he's Andy. He'll come back. And then he like somehow makes it back all just kind of fucked up. So I don't think they'll kill him off. He'll stick around. He might get fucked up and, ran through the weeds a little bit, but he'll be all right.
Yeah, and Chris says, I think if they're not going to do anything with Andy, it's time for him to go. They brought him back for Colt in season 1, still has done nothing, and it's just a waste of screen time at this point. And that is a good. It does always seem like they are saving him for more story. Like they did the cameo in Curse, and it at the very end credits, and you're like, oh, he'll be back in Curse or in Colt, and he's barely in Colt. He comes back at the end. He's like, oh yeah, whatever they do next, he's going to be the main dude. And then he's kind of barely in this series, and at the end, he's like, all right, he's definitely going to be a bigger part of this next part. So. Hopefully you're right. Hopefully they do make him a bigger part of the story.
I'm hoping.
But he's barely in the trailer for the new one, so they might kill him off right out the gate. They showed him driving the van around and stuff. So I don't know how he's going to get out of that situation.
He is a music producer, so maybe he's looking for a way out. I didn't know he produced he produced a song. Of Ari Lehman's first Jason collaboration with Twisted, the rap group or some shit.
So he's got a career, man.
I didn't know that. So he might be looking to get out and go with his music. I don't know. So maybe he might get killed off in the first episode.
It could happen, man.
Maybe I was
usually
wrong.
what
Yeah.
happens. Usually when people want to get out, they die right away.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens, man.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you never
I
really
like
make it out in these movies, huh? If you come back in the sequel, you're dead in fucking 5 minutes.
Yeah, especially if you want to get gone, dude, they'll kill you off. Laurie Strode.
Oh God.
It's your favorite movie.
It needed to happen. It needed to happen.
You're right.
I hope they fight on top of the fucking hospital and they both go off.
I thought that was going to happen in Kills when it showed that dude falling down, like the POV shot of him falling down. I thought that was going to be Michael. I think in our prediction, I predicted that.
Oh Jesus!
I don't know if I actually did or not, but the thought had crossed my mind.
Oh shit!
I don't know.
I hope they both. Go Fuck.
But yeah, I thought the new season looks good. Trying to remember back to the trailer. I know I just watched it. Obviously we see Glenn and Glenda come in. Chucky running around this, church or whatever it is. I think that's going to be the most interesting part is him kind of running around doing things. Like I know he kills the confession dude at one point in the in the confession bin. So that was kind of cool. And I think wasn't he like so this dude, this little kid's doing a confession and the priest is over there like taking shots next door or something like that. I'm pretty sure like that's just the kind of tone we're gonna have in this movie or in this series.
Yeah.
And I'm about it.
Yeah, they always make priests out to be like fucking assholes behind the scenes.
Remember that priest in Curse that gets freaking poisoned and gets his head chopped off.
Oh yeah. Or not that. The priest in fucking was it Lords of Salem?
Oh yeah.
Oh jeez. Holy shit.
Yeah, that turned out to be pretty wild. And Men, the movie Men. Did you see Men?
I picked it up, but I haven't watched it yet.
Oh
yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I gotta watch it. I heard it's
like
I heard it's it could go either way.
Yeah, it's definitely going to go either way, man. It's one that it's a really well-made movie. It's a fantastically well-made.
That's
movie.
what I hear. That's what I hear.
It just gets really crazy.
Okay, that's what I hear. I did see Barbarian. That was really good.
It's good.
Yeah, nice return to form for Justin Long. He was in it.
He's had a couple things come out recently. Barbarian. As soon as it's out to rent, I'm gonna rent it. I'm gonna check it out. I've heard nothing.
Oh yeah.
Things.
Oh dude.
I know Britt. You liked it a lot? It's your favorite of the year or no?
The year?
Top 5, I mean, like pretty high up on the list, or is it?
If we're talking about this year, yeah, it's pretty high on the list. It might be number 1 so far.
Cool.
I have to remember what else came out this year. Oh, well. Maybe a strong second to Prey.
Yeah, Prey was pretty badass.
But depending on what day, it could be Barbarian. I see myself watching Barbarian quite a bit. I like that movie.
Good to know.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, I'll have to take a look at that as soon as it comes out, man. There's a few things out right now that I'm looking forward to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Chris is hoping that Karen Barclay and Mike Norris return. That would be really cool. I've been wanting to see them again since the first movie, but I highly doubt they'll bring them back. And then any chance we will see Tyler and Silva from Child's Play 3 return at some point. Maybe not this season, but next season maybe.
Silva would be cool.
Which one was Silva?
The chick, right? Wasn't that the chick?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
The girlfriend or
the one that was with Andy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Tyler was the kid that Charles tried to possess.
Yeah, like the main kid.
Yeah.
The younger kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be cool because I actually like 3 quite a bit. I don't know why. A lot of people don't seem to like it, and I guess because it's so similar to 2, but I've always been a big fan of 3.
Yeah, 3 was the first one I've ever first Child's Play I saw.
Same.
So,
that's probably why. I used to watch the heck out of it when I was younger.
Oh yeah.
Because it came out I think sometime in the 90s. So yeah,
real early on. Yeah. Like,
I enjoyed
what
it.
year is that?
So that would be cool. I would like to see that. One thing again that I thought the series and the franchise in general is doing really well is they'll mention the other movies that you
91.
never thought. 91. That was my birthday.
91. Nice.
They will mention stuff that happened in some of these movies you never really thought about, would be coming back. Like they'll mention Child's Play 3 or Seed of Chucky or, with little lines of dialogue, which I think is cool. But yeah, I don't know.
Well, yeah, like we said, the continuity in this franchise is probably number one. Other than like maybe the original Nightmare, but it's not continuing, so that's over with. But I mean, that was pretty consistent until it wasn't. But Chucky's the only one that's still an active storyline, consistent storyline. Like not even like Texas Chainsaw. They had the new one, but it's not like active. It's kind of like Halloween. Yeah. It's like, Halloween has an active one that's ending, but it's still not like a true fucking timeline. Not all the movies fucking count. It's very rare that all the movies in a fucking franchise count and are still going all these years later. That's impressive.
Yes. Let me see. Brettman said, remember star question? I don't know what that means, and I'm trying to go back and look and see if there was a starred question that I had missed. But I guess, we can kind of wrap that part up. And obviously, if you guys have any questions about Chucky or Child's Play or anything like that, or anything for the next few minutes, let us know. What are your overall, I know you kind of mentioned, I guess, biggest thing you expect from this next season and the next part of the Chucky lore, if you will?
I don't know. It's hard for me to really like want anything anymore because everything I want never really happens. But I don't know. I just hope we get more. I'll say this. Me personally, I like going into the psyche of a killer, and trying to understand what the fuck they were thinking when they did the things they did. Because I'm just I think most people are just naturally curious. Like, what the fuck? What drove you to do that? What were you thinking? Like, why are you fucked up? So with that being said, give me more of, like we mentioned earlier, the young Charles Lee Ray. And, let's dive into more of what fucked him up. Like, we got some stuff, some of his early stuff, and it's like, okay, that's kind of meat and potatoes cliche kind, serial killer type of shit that happened to him. But there's got to be more than that, because obviously he dabbled in voodoo. Maybe they can explore that. Different things that happened to him. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe going into the doll wasn't the first time he possessed something. But I don't know, that maybe that wouldn't make sense because that's why he's having such a hard time getting out of this fucking body. So I don't know.
He's just accepted it.
Yeah. I mean, if they do it right and just, make it make sense enough, then I'll be down with whatever they do, just as long as it makes sense and it doesn't go off the rails where it's like Seed type fucking tendencies where it's just like, what the fuck is going on? If I can't understand what's going on and I can't follow the plot and it's just like we said, way off the rails, then, it's going to be hard for me to continue. But I just expect them to just, stay in the same realm they're going, but also explore all the different little subplots and, things they got going on, and touch a little bit more on the voodoo. I would like to see that and see why he's so fucked up and evil, and while seeing Jake in a better arc than he got in season 1. Because even though he was like the main kid, we really kind of I lost interest in him pretty much halfway. And that's pretty bad with your main kid, like your lead, know?
Yeah.
And I get we're supposed to care about the other ones just as much now, and he started to come around, but I really want him to take control of the situation. Like, because even after his dad died, and like, it wasn't like really hitting him until the end in the theater, he just let it all out. But I want him to be more upfront with his shit, like stand up for yourself a little bit more,
and be smarter too. Because he straight up told Lexi, tried to kill her ass. I'm like, just keep that to yourself, man. Like, you got to build these alliances. But yeah, I would like to see him grow a little bit more, and I think they're going to do that. I think everything I wanted from the series, from the looks of it, from the trailer, it looks like they're doing that. They're going to build up on the 3 main characters. They're going to continue to build this Chucky mythology out a little bit and just have more fun with it. Like you said, I hope it doesn't go too far off the rails, but it looks like we're going to see a lot of him kind of creeping around this institution they're at. And, really, like you said, Child's Play 3 is a perfect comparison to that. I think it's going to be very similar to him kind of running around, setting things up, murking people, all this kind of fun stuff. And nobody's like, well, no, the main characters know exactly what's going on, but everybody else is like, dude, come on, wake up. So I think that's going to be fun. And I think that's when Chucky's at his strongest point, man. So I'm looking forward to that. And looking forward to everything you just said, really, man. I think that was really well-rounded.
I also just thought of if there are, like, they're getting sent to a facility where they're like, there's going to be other kids around them, right?
Yes.
So I could totally see the people in charge being just one day being like, oh, look who donated so and so, everyone gets a buddy doll. And everyone, all the kids go to their bunks or whatever, their rooms, and go to sleep, and all of a sudden Chucky, he's got control of all these little fuckers now. So I mean, it could happen. Continue the cult, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's there's a lot of fun to be had, and I'm really excited to see how much they go into that and what all they can do with all these multiple dolls. It gives you new things to do with the franchise, at the very least. However you feel about it, there's new things you can do, and I'm looking forward to that. I did find Brettman's question here, and let's see, where did it go? Okay. With the success of Chucky, does this open the door for more TV series of other horror icons? And
I hope so.
I would think so. I absolutely do. I think there's a lot you can do with a lot of horror IPs that it's kind of a trend we've seen over the last 10, 15 years, where we're getting these TV shows based on things that we never thought that we've had movies for before, but now they're really fleshing things out. And I think you could do that with just about anything. And there's a lot of things that I would like to see them get that treatment. One thing being Halloween 3. I don't think we'll ever get it, but that would be cool.
Yeah.
But another thing, dude, I would love to see like a 6-episode series on The Shining, like with Mike Flanagan behind it. And just let him just go to town on it. I think you could really nail something special there. But as far as the other icons, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. I mean, back in the day, 2009, 2010, something like that, we were supposed to get a Friday 13th show on the CW, I think, or something like that. I don't know exactly how that would have worked on CW, being a Friday 13th, but I can totally see that working. Some like The Evil Dead would be kind of an interesting idea.
Definitely.
Let's stay away from zombies. I think we've had enough zombie shows. We don't need a Dawn of the Dead or anything like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think Creeper would be better now as a show because you can have, 6, 7 part, 8 part show that kind of chronicles the 23 days, of a hunting season or something.
Yep.
Hellraiser. Oh yeah, Freddy
Hellraiser would be good.
Yeah. Halloween, maybe, I guess, even though it wasn't supposed. Because the original idea for Halloween was supposed to end after 1 anyway. So as thankful I am that we have the franchise, I just don't think it would work in a show type.
You would have to really lean into the psychological aspects of it, which I think could be a good thing. But
you could, you can,
if you did it like Rob Zombie
being a
did,
basis, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, either the Cult of Thorn, or if you did like Rob Zombie and you really dive into that backstory, I think is really the only way you could do that.
Yeah,
which a lot of people wouldn't like.
Probably not.
Oh yeah, Ash vs. Evil Dead does exist, and it's great.
Oh, that's right. I haven't seen that yet, but it's on my queue. There's a lot of shit I gotta fucking catch up on.
Yeah, man. But yeah, Brett, man, I think
they failed.
The first season was actually not bad, but MTV was not the right place for Scream to be.
No.
So I think you could do something with that. I don't know, man. Ghostface changing.
Killer Clowns.
Hell yeah, bring it.
Killer Clowns. Yeah. Why the fuck not? I think that would be I think if they did that right in the 80s setting and took a few things here and there from Stranger Things, not everything, obviously, but if they took a few cues here and there and made it have that feel, I think that would be fucking awesome. That would be a great fucking series.
That could work. And Chris said, Halloween, the only thing I could see working is a show taking place during the 15 years at Smith's Grove, but the kill count would be slim to none. But that would be interesting. Yeah, if you did that in Rob Zombie's world, you could make that work because you could take a whole season on Michael, the downfall of Michael, really flesh that out, take some time with him at Smith's Grove, and then take some time with him as an adult. Like if you did it that way, it could work. But yeah, I think
show the point where you stop talking.
Yeah, right, exactly. Show all that. Man, but yeah, there's definitely some good opportunities out there for some good shows.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. And a great show right now, even though it's not a single killer, Creep Show on Shudder is a great fucking show. That is great.
Anthology, right?
Oh yeah, it's really good. Awesome. Oh yeah, it's awesome. See a lot of familiar faces in that.
I need to see that, man. I do. Let's not forget about Bates Motel and Hannibal as well. Both have done really strong. So I think that's definitely some good territory to explore. Bates Motel was a huge surprise. I never thought that would be anything good.
Yeah, I went into that kind of and then I was pleasantly surprised by it. I thought it was great.
Absolutely. Okay, so I think we're at a pretty good point with Chucky and everything. Chad, what do you have? Anything you got coming up or anything like that anywhere or anything worth mentioning?
Behind the Mask podcast on Matt Facci's channel. Soon. Coming up soon on a Wednesday or Thursday. Not exactly sure. And at the end of October 28th, My Special Boy drops on YouTube. So that's pretty much it. That's going
That's
to
a
be
little
very
big something coming up.
that's going to be very fun. I can't wait.
Oh man,
I can't wait.
I have a lot of anticipation to see how that is, man. Maybe next time you come on, we'll be talking about that a little bit, and
oh yeah,
if
man.
you want to.
Oh yeah, and I'll probably have some people in tow. I'll get as many as I can. Just let me know.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man.
Hell yeah.
Looking forward to that, man. And yeah, Brett said we'll do a review for it. Absolutely, looking forward to that a lot.
Can't wait.
We'll definitely be doing that.
Oh, I wonder if I should say. Fuck it. I'm gonna say there might be something early on in October. I'll leave it at that. Little something. Not the movie. Not the movie. Got to wait till the 28th. But there might be a little something coming in early October.
I like the sound of that, man. That gets me excited.
I want to say the first week, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
You know, the first week of October is one of my favorite weeks of the year, man. It's really kicking off the best thing, and now we're getting exciting things going on. But yeah, man, speaking of the first week of October, man, look at this. We're in the midst of the Halloween Scream review series, man, with all these lovely peeps. It's been fun so far. We're up to Halloween 2018 at this point. It's the next review. I can't believe how fast it's going by. I know. Chris Snyder's been rock and rolling with these Letterboxd reviews. So check him out, man. He's been in the chat. He has some kick-ass reviews. So check Chris, feel free to drop your link in the chat if you'd like to, man. Here's the schedule, man. Like I said, 2018 is going to be on Monday. We're going to be doing that, and that's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to that. I still got to update this thumbnail a little bit, but that's fine. We're going to do it, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, so also Good Will Haunting kicks off on the 1st of October as well. This year we got a few fun things up our sleeve here. One of them being, of course, this Haunt watch party with Destiny. Haunt was a good flick. I'm looking forward to that. Oh yeah. I'm just glad it's not The Strangers. And
hey.
I know it. They're gonna be doing back from the Dead next month as well. Destiny and Britman, and October is always the best month for that because it's just freaking rolling with material.
Look at that.
Of course. Yeah, I know, man. Kyle's going to be coming on for his Patreon pick, Slash It Out, Child's Play versus Annabelle, and we're looking forward to that. Also going to be doing this Hell House LLC live watch party, which is one of my favorite freaking found footage flicks. And we should be tackling our Patreon vote, voted to Slash It Out next month, too.
Oh, my God.
Near Dark versus...
I'm sorry, Lost Boys lost.
Dude, it's a tough matchup, man. I've only seen
Near Dark is so fucking underrated. Oh my God. My uncle gave me the VHS when I was like 8 or 9. And dude, I watched the fuck out of that movie. I love that movie. Good. Oh man. Yeah. Bill Paxton is my favorite actor, possibly my favorite actor of all time.
Dude.
And I don't know why
anybody else like that.
Right? I mean, True Lies, Aliens, even the first Terminator, fucking
Twister,
Predator 2, Twister, A Perfect Plan,
Simple Plan,
or Fantastic. Simple Plan. I'm sorry, Simple Plan. Frailty,
Titanic. Let's just throw it out there. God, Titanic.
Yeah, dude. He's Tombstone. Fuck, he's awesome. The Vagrant. If you haven't seen The Vagrant, look up The Vagrant, dude. That's another hidden fucking Bill Paxton gem. The Vagrant.
Definitely I'll have to check it out.
Dude. Oh, bro, that's a great movie. He's like renovating this new house he's moving into, and there's like this homeless guy that would go in there and use the facilities and whatever as they're building it, and he keeps fucking with them, and he gets so paranoid he builds a fortress around his house. It's fucking great, dude, just to keep this one guy out who just keeps bothering him. It's so creepy and so over the top, but it's great. 90s cheese to the best.
Definitely gonna have to check it out, man.
I gotta find that now. Fuck.
Biggest the finale for the Good Will Hunting this year is going to be freaking Fright Fight, the first year of that, 2022. Biggest tournament in horror, man. We're
Hell
going to be
yeah.
putting all these franchises together, 64 freaking movies, and we're going to dwindle it down to one freaking champion. And man, I know everybody's got a favorite or two, but we don't know how it's going to pan out. I think we're going to get the crowd involved. We're going to have a really good time. Of course, we'll be having you guys fill out your own brackets too, as per the usual, like we did with the Real March Madness back in March. And we're going to have a blast, man.
Hell yeah.
Nice night for a walk. What's up, David? But man, that's it, man. That's all we have here tonight. And
hell yeah, man.
And yeah, I think we got a lot to look forward to with this next season, and can't wait to see what it brings us, man.
Hell yeah. Thanks for having me on, man. This was fun.
As always, man. We look forward to having you on again. And hopefully next time we're talking some special boy.
Oh yeah, and I'll have some guests with me. Like I said, I'll round up as much of them as I can.
Hell yes, man. And thanks to all in the chat. It was a pleasure. We're glad you were able to join us tonight. And I guess we'll see you guys on Monday, though I think we might have something come out before then, a little surprise, but we'll see everybody then. Oh, and yes, sorry, Brettman, good call. Just be on the lookout for a new announcement tomorrow for a new show that's coming up. Really excited about this one. Yeah, Brett's going to post it probably on our socials and on YouTube as well on the the post. And
nice.
Yeah, man, look forward to it. It's going to be really cool. All right, so
hell yeah,
we will see you guys next time.
Later.
Sorry, I haven't ended a show before. So
I know it's awkward as hell.
Here we go. All right. Peace.